nhớ trong thế trong này gì cái tên là trả thế trong phố như số tụ là bây giờ bỏ đi và nhớ họ mong Twin City News trong xe tàu là trên nhớ trong lúc chờ đó lúc nào cũng nhớ trong lúc trong vào sổ họ sang Wisconsin lúc nào cũng tôi cover cho Hmong Wausau lúc festival nhớ trong họ nóวันที่กูจะเป็นมือใช้เดียนุ่งดาเก็บขี้จงดีจ้ากูจะเป็นมือใช้เกี่ยให้ลูกนั่นได้ยินเรื่องช่องจะตัวดีรับเตอร์จะตัวลูกอีเวนต์เนาะ
ยังจงเทถาเหตุใจจงเนี่ยจีก็ติดในจ่าชัวลิงสุดตัวน่ะเดี๋ยวนะกูเล่นไปหัวยีเรื่องช่องกูจะตัวเชื่อละสิตัวไทยชื่อตัวรู้กงเชงละสิเป็นรู้ 7th Annual Hmong Wausau Festivalช่วงนั้นมากูจงเชื่อชับเลยว่าไปมัวอีจะขวดซื้อซิงชับเลยตัวกงไปรู้กงเชงไปช่วงนั้นจะไปมัวสิริจงอย่าง United States Senator โอยา Tammy Baldwin ไปมัว Governor Tony Evers ไปมัวตัวหรือเธอ the Governor Evers ละสิริ Lieutenant Governor Mandela Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez เท่าที่ชื่อซิงชับเลยไปมัวไปตัว Second Gentleman โอยาตัวจีน the Vice President Kamala Harris เนี่ยจะรู้ได้เธอหน้าตัวกงไปรู้กงเชงอย่างกูเท่ช่วงนั้นยังก็จริงๆเดี๋ยวเขาจะเลยจะตัวเธอไปรู้กงเชงนะหรือบอกให้แต่ไปรู้Hmong Wausau Festivalนะยังรู้กงเชงจงยังกงเชงล้อที่รู้กงเชงเจ้าตัวจะไปสิ่งจงตัวเรารู้จักนะหรือเจ้าตัวกงไปเชื่อจงเชื่อชับเลยใจต่อเลยทุเรศจะเลยหน่อยจะซื้อให้จะเนี่ย locally จะ statewide or federally เป็นเธอเลยจงเชื่อที่ welcome เลยตัวกงไปรู้กงเชงตัวช่วงนั้นนะว่าแต่จิตใจเลยละถ้าชิลุจีฟินอะไรว่าจะเราไปจาก media ที่ไปจาก sponsors เราไม่จาก vendors ที่จาก volunteers จงตัวเนี่ยว่าเราตัวว่าเราคงชินชื่อชีว่าจะจาก Hmong Twin Cities News เราไม่จาก Hmong YouTube นะอีอย่างก็ว่าในเชิงจีเจลีในเชิงจะตัว cover ไปเราคงชินนะที่จะวิ่งว่าในไปได้ชาติต่อไปเราคงชินนะจะจงรู้ community นะทางการแต่ว่าในเชิงจงเนี่ยว่าจงต่อ
แต่เรากูลุงเป็นไม่กายเจลีนะแต่ชีลุงเป็นมองถ้าอุ้มมาคอยเจลีอ๋อถ้าสิเรียนกูปลุกเป็นว่าจะท่องหรอเนี่ยยงเช่นดาวเป็นมองตัวนี้ได้เขียนมีการเนาะเป็นขอบปวดเป็นจีชัวอย่าเป็นยกกูตัวจ่อซื้อยาลีเนาะจะอย่าเป็นชัวเจอที่จงหมดเลยจ้าเราเป็นตัวยอกของเราหมู่วัวตัวจ่อมีการเนาะแล้วเขาอย่างเราใช้ตัวเป็นเท่เป็นกงรอแล้ววัวก็จ่อเนี่ยล่ะสิ่งที่ผมจะเป็นวัวอย่าเป็นมองปวดเป็นจีชัวของเราโง่ซื้อยาลีเนาะเป็นมองของเราเปิดตาได้จีไปจีชัวจีมาให้เราจะพูดยังไม่กล้าเลยเนาะยาลีเนาะมาไปจีชัวเจอหมดเลยจ้าเราไป有主ตัวไปลูกกงเขาตัวจอนามูก่อจีซับล้อแต่เราไปยกตัวจอเนี่ยเนาะจึงตัวจงเดียไปมองวิการเสียงชมว่าเอาปัวเต่าแล้วโยเจไปปัวตัวจอแต่ชีเสด็จมดเดมุหนุนเต่าวัวจีอินดากูตัวจิตายาลีเนาะมาไปที่ตัวลูกเนาะอีเนาะซื้อก็วันเนอร์เขียนว่าตัวกงไปลูอย่างเนาะมองวอสเฟสติวัลอย่างเนาะไปยกตัวจอที่ตัวใส่ต่ออย่างเนาะก็วันเนอร์hai đôi bé chúng mong sự đời thì nhà nó bé sau mua bé họ nó bỏ chơi họ nó giữa họ bùa beng giữa tuổi bé mong luôn bé giữa toàn đi bé vào thế chia sẻ hạt thì toàn đi là mu bé tên mi tu mi nhọ tên tu tên xài lo là mu giữa khờ họ nó là toàn đi bé chờ lo một cha lo bé tổ nhóm tuổi còn một số nu chỉ mua bé già rồi lo chỗ tên mi tu mi nhọ giữa tuổi bé lên bé mu nói cả cho mấy cái nó là thì nhà nó xã giờ bé, lấy tiền đi vào nhà nó vào vô sai bé thia, bé ở đó chỉ là bé thì nhau tàu rồi, cho mình cả nhau tới chuyện nó, bây giờ chỉ chuyện chân cơ, nhau bé nó bé một họ con giờ, tiền mà bé nào họ từ tua rồi như tàu,แต่chỉ bé vào nhà nó tua nào họ có nhiều từ rồi, bé đi tuần hàng xưa, bé lúc stay Wisconsin nó mà bé nhau level xưa, bé chỉ vào bé tu nhà nó cho chị bé hóa chị là dùng cho mình cả lời nhỉ bé đùa thế chị ta nó là thầu vốn nó số là uo người cho bé cho mấy cả bé cho có tôi tròn nó mùi rử cho họ lu American lu nhà nó cộng hồ nhà nó Việt Nam vô rồi cho tôi tròn American chị cho nó chị ta xin là bé chị bé mùi ít cuộn rồi cho tôi tròn American nữa bé lỡ ôi chả thế chị lỡ nhóc họ từ bé nhon rồi lời thế mà còn nó có vấn đề là thì sai thì bé giờ cho nên chỉ chẳng tiền lấy thì đi nhà nó rửa cho bé thì mua chạy nào rồi thì con nhiều nó tua bây giờ con nhiều nào mà chỉ bé lão tôi muốn là nào nhau họ stay bé linh gọi là nhau stay rồi mà lấy thì đi cho chạy bé nào thì con nhiều nó tua bé một thì party thì giả chúng nó là bé thì nào tàu giờ bây là nam ở đó đi tàu tê bên nào chỉ tàu theo thổ bên một tê giả chúng nó là mà bên nào tàu cơ vì giờ bên linh của nhau stay giờ tầm luôn nhau city họ stay bỏ bên là lấy chỉ qua sang bên rồi họ bên linh của nhau stay rồi họ nói họ chỉ chẳng và xua tu nó chứ mấy cái nhau stay cái gì nó lấy cái này bên rồi giờ nó bên thì vừa giờ nó vừa tàu tê giả chúng nó và thế chia sẻ thì tê mi tu mi nhỏ lo cho tận đây有口碑很难木个，那地方弄那个，然后也没干，我真到。
切割，我能是都的到能动，手兰是把的药到肉，路基被偷了层头层，被梦怎样再到我能，就算他连我能活着，是路我们我早也尝。心不梦，希望我能我梦到梦，路的走给是把电话，北路也跟着有这个，我能是后的到能动，手兰是把的有到肉，一人对人这几路江，手兰。被融入一童年，在被寂寞高才吧，被融让人走给是吧，少呀一个也往走路，路能天远呀木个路，路的走给是吧天哇，被路也跟着有这个。我能是都的到能动，手兰是把的有到肉。路的走给是把的哇。我找好的，被马说这个的人生，好能路能让我太阳，中路有上寂寞的地，撒路被梦人面那里，路的走给是把电话，被路也跟着有这个。是都的到能动，手兰是把的有到肉。
Fly out Monday, fly back Tuesday.
They're starting to dump the festival.
But
Exactly. Yeah. But we're pretty excited. We're just gonna walk on up there and then we'll start the music.
where everything's just I was like, what?
Tom John. Oh, totally, yeah. He's my okay. He's my older brother. My family's fairly old. It's one of the older families. So the vast majority of the John family is uncles, some of them have come here all the way from California. Wow. Just letting you know nothing bad. Later, if you want some food, some grab some. Thank you.
There is so much.
Yeah, you guys know that garbage. Yeah, whatever. Excuse me. Make some more room. You girls excuse us? We can go through. Come through here. Excuse us. Excuse us, move forward.
That's the plan.
Well, let's go on here.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight lamps gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the parish fight. Oh, the ramparts we watch were so gladly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombers sing in air, give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the
Cú yon tông mà kha kia tụ cứ lô là yon cho gì hơn sự kiện từ bê mong nhất đồ cho Central Wisconsin trong xe tạo dài câu để ô tí cho Governor Senator Lieutenant Governor thiên đồ cho nói cháu chứ ở môn măng mỏ nên tàu xí này lúc xí hở môn nông tìตัวที่เป็นมองวอสอรูปเฟสติวัลนู้นเนาะท้อว่าคือเยโซรอนได้เน้นสนับสนุนตูก่อนที่เกมวยยังที่เกมนักอันยังรองวัชดอก
My name is Zoma Ka. I am here with Joy Yi Her, who represents the Hmong community of Central Wisconsin. We are pleased to welcome Second Gentleman, Governor, U.S. Senator, Lieutenant Governor, and all the distinguished guests here today. We are wishing that the heavens and God above will only grant all of us victory and good prosperities moving in the future.
Woo woo!
It's just sparkling juice, not alcohol. Very short.
It's great to be here in Wisconsin. It's great to be here at the Hmong Festival. This is such an honor to be here. I bring greetings from Vice President Harris, and she says hi to everyone. And
Yes!
It's good to be President Harris. And it's just an honor to be here and to celebrate with you. So I raise a glass. Cheers. Oh, definitely.
Once again, for the fifth time I've been here, this is a wonderful, wonderful event celebrating the Hmong history, culture, and the economic development that they provide the state of Wisconsin. So let's celebrate with you.
Thank you. I am delighted to join you. This is my first time to be at the Wausau Hmong Festival. I am so honored to be here, but it's not my first time visiting with the Hmong community here in the Wausau area and elsewhere around the state. You bring so much culture, tradition, and make Wisconsin a better state for being here.
This is Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez, and I am so excited to be here. This is my second time, and it just keeps getting bigger every time I come here and more exciting. So I couldn't be happier to be here, and I think this is going to be a wonderful festival. So thank you for having me.
All right, come in.
Thank you, everyone.
Hi, Doug. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
It's only champagne.
Wow, it tastes like wine. Oh, damn it, thank you. So beautiful. Yeah.
This is Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez, and I am so excited to be here. This is my second time, and it just keeps getting bigger every time I come here and more exciting. So I couldn't be happier to be here, and I'm just to see this wonderful.
Welcome to the 7th Annual Hmong Wausau Festival in Wausau, Wisconsin! This year is unlike any previous years. We have the second gentleman of the United States here, Doug Emhoff. Please stand up and be recognized. We have United States Senator Tammy Baldwin. Please stand up and be recognized. And then the two leaders in the state of Wisconsin, not just one, they are both here today. Please be recognized, Governor Tony Evers And not only that, we have our state representatives and state elected officials. Please stand up and be recognized as well. Pat Schneider, Tom Tiffany, all the state elected officials, past or previous, please stand up and be recognized. We want everybody to know you're here in support of our festival as well. But we also have our local leaders, our local elected officials at the city and county levels. Please stand up and recognize you are here, as well as the leaders, the county executives. Please stand up and recognize. We love your support. And our community is big in education as well. We like the educational leaders, the elected educational leaders, county board members, please stand up and be recognized. The school board members, please stand up and be recognized, as well as the leaders, the administrators. You are all important to us. The Hmong community, the Hmong people, we are here in the United States because of these people. Because of these veterans, our parents, our great-grandparents, they laid their life on the line, fought the Secret War in Laos, brought the children here to the U.S. Please, let's recognize Lao Veterans of America. And then, passing on the torch from these Lao veterans, passing on the torch to the current leaders, the Hmong community, Hmong leaders, Hmong and 18 clan councils. Please stand up and recognize our Hmong leaders here in the county, here in the area. Please stand up and recognize. And then, each and every one of you, either you're here for the first time or been here before, you are all important. You support this event. We value your presence here. Please all be recognized for being here as well. Thank you. But this morning, we have a wonderful agenda of speakers, just great leaders, unlike before, and I'm excited about that. I'm excited to introduce all these people. So we're going to get started with our speaking agenda. First up, you're going to hear from our Hmong community leader. The Hmong is divided into 18 clans. You know us by Zhong, Li, Lor, Tao. If you hear one of these last names, you know they are Hmong. And so we're divided into 18 clans here in Marathon County. We have a leader of the 18 clans. He's here today in support of the event. He will be here to speak. I'm going to invite him right now. Please welcome President of the Hmong 18 clan of Marathon County, President Nei Hui Xiong. Nei Hui Xiong.
One day na pe John Gibson, you know hello na. Pe họ chờ đi vào cái trong lịch sử cái tin ra sẽ được nhớ trong hồ lô trí nó là giờ này và sơn châu kia pe hợp cho xử lý trên này còn đọc cho cô tốt cho ở trong mắt cho mắt trái trong chỉ thấy nó tên nó chờ để pe thì họ tổng tổ trong tên nó họ chờ đi cái để cho chị sẽ được nhỏ sớm để pe cái nhỏ hơi để chị sẽ cần trâu và trên này còn là giờ cho cô tốt cho tổ cho pe sẽ được chơi mua lu Hmong Wausau festival nhớ trong sông non gì giờ đi nói vì mua khâu vật gì là giờ cho cô tốt cho nên cũng mua cho mắt trái cho một cuộc lúc tên lúc chờ giờ đi nói cao cô cộng tiền cho CIA nó chữ America giờ đi chơi cho tàu pe trồng hôngตัวเราเตะเจออเมริกาเนาะอย่าลืมเนาะเตะเจอตัวปอเราเตะเจอว่ามึงยัดเราตรงเตะเนาะอย่าลืมเนาะพี่จะคือจะตีจะเดี๋ยวจะจีเตะจงเราไม่เป็นสั่งยัดเราเตะเจออเมริกาเนาะเลยอย่าฮอบิสคันซินเนาะพี่ 我原传统把都检查检治，每一节是类一当地。giờ đi nào nó có giờ bỏ hủy bây giờ cái trồng mông tôi trồng mông vào sổ về xí hồ nó và tôi đỡ tôi hú tôi đỡ tôi dùng tôi còn hát chỉ được tiền rồi chỉ được tờ có giờ tí thay tê giờ phê giờ chỉ dùng trong nước trong lịch cơ có cái trồng mông nó nằm trong ta kỳ có son chỉ mong chỉ ra chỉ ra chỉ sang chỉ lù giờ là nó cái trồng mông của cái trồng này chỉ này còn nữa có giờ chọc có cái sẽ được số lượng số tụ giờ trồng nó trong ta kỳ nên là giờ cái và mua tiền trong đó in học học kỳ sơ xia cô trò xử lý bên mọi tổ tổ thơ xử lý để sơ kỳ cho cái chuyện gì cả nó xử lý với president vàเขาก็là tổ chứcเลยยันเราcho nó chuyện gì cả thì sẽ được nhớ tôi hay lùi sơ xia cô trò bên nó cho nên là bên mua tiền trong đó sơ xia cô trò xử lý với president nên là cái trong địa sản cho đi về tới lên có tham gì tiền cho tôn thầy kia đi nụ nhớ cho mong American Center cái trồng xe kia tại tòa này ý trồng nó chữ bị cả kia cho cô tôi cho cái speaker và tôi hay lù sơ xe cô cho cái trồng mong nhớ cho họ mong vào sổ festival nhớ cho sung nó cái vấn đề sẽ được cho này tụi tiền trả tiền gì mua bây giờ thì sáng nhớ cho nó nên sẽ được tua là bây giờ trong này thì xong nó đi cho công ty tổng mua ở này bây xong ta đi nó bâyวันนี้sẽ được cho là chân được bây giờ thì sáng nữa đâu có nói là thâu cho đó xử lý bây giờ thì sáng tu sẽ chỉ là nhớ cho nó nhớ cho nó cho hòa bây nhớ cho nó bây tại tòa này trong tu là tu lúa cho phần này xử lý cho tu nhiều bàn anh tàu cắt to là giờ tiệt cho giờ nên chúng tôi sau khi cô đầu tiên mong vào sổ về thì vào là giờ bên cổ mong American Center nhất cho xong nó thì bên vấn đề sẽ được cho nên tôi chỉ để chỉ như tôi ba đầu tiên trồng mong nhất cho nó là xem gì bên trong để sản ra cho đó là cho chứ sẽ để nhau nó xử lý mong cùng họ bên vấn đề tụi xem gì muốn ít gì giờ thì nó bên lùi làm gì này nó nên sẽ được tôi nông nó tôi đỡ tôi dùng tôi cắt tôi hú mà chỉ được tiền thôi chỉ được tao các đồ ta khi một trò nó sẵn để đó giá tròn đủ nên một ba một chế một đứa một rong một cả tàu là tàu cả ta không cho bạn để tu sửa một cho bạn thằng chế vấn đề sẽ được cho
Thank you, President Neng Hu-Xiong. Thank you very much. We do want to apologize to our non-Hmong speaking friends. There is no translator up here. If we did have a translator, we feel it will take many hours to complete this speaking agenda in the morning. So, after Neng Hu's speech, everything else will be in English, but I will paraphrase a little bit what he said. He wants to welcome and thank all of you for being here in support of this Hmong festival. Those that came from very long distance, as well as those that are here in the local area. He welcomes our elected officials, all our leaders being here today as well. He is thankful for their presence. And he will remember you being here in support of this event. The leaders are here and will be here in support of you as well. So do come upon them if there's anything needed in the community that they could assist with. So that is what Neng Hu's speech was all about. Thank you. And then going forward, he rose up earlier and we all saw him. He's been here before. And we are so thankful for his presence again here. This is a man that needs no introduction. In fact, a lot of the speakers here this morning are people that needs no introduction because their name and the work that they do pretty much speaks for themselves. So ladies and gentlemen, the leader of Wisconsin, please welcome the Governor, Tony Evers.
help kick off another incredible year of the Hmong Wausau Festival. This is now my 5th time here as governor, and each year it's a privilege to be here to celebrate it with you. First and foremost, I want to recognize the incredible work done every year by the organizers of this event, including the Hmong American Center, Central Wisconsin Convention and Visitors Bureau, and the City of Wausau. I also want to thank many vendors, the volunteers, the performers for offering their time, energy, and talents to be here, as well as all the visitors who have traveled from near and far for this really important weekend event. This festival is a fantastic display of Hmong heritage, culture, tradition, and a tremendous opportunity for folks of all backgrounds to come together and celebrate what makes Hmong community such an integral part of the fabric of the state of Wisconsin. Celebrating and uplifting the accomplishments and contributions of Hmong Wisconsinites has been a central focus of our administration these last several years. We declare Hmong Wausau Veterans Day in 2021, and we're lowering the flags every year since May 14th. This year I signed the bill to ensure that Hmong veterans can have their veteran status displayed on their driver's license or their IDs. And I'll always be proud to do my part to make sure Hmong veterans have the respect, the appreciation, the support they have rightly earned and deserve. Thank you so much, folks. Over the years, I've seen firsthand the incredible work being done by our Hmong small business owners and community service organizations. And through several of our state-led grant programs that the money came from the Biden administration, I've been very proud to direct millions of dollars to support these organizations and small business owners' long-term success and impact. And finally this year, I signed a bipartisan bill requiring schools to include education on the contributions of the history among Americans and Asian Americans in the great state of Wisconsin. By signing this bill, we're ensuring the histories and the stories of the Hmong community are part of the state curriculum for generations to come. I'm really happy that all we've been able to accomplish over these last 5 years, but I know our work is far from over, which is why attending and celebrating this event is so very important. These events remind us that diversity makes us stronger, and with thousands of attendees making their way here this weekend, it's that events like these bring communities and people together in the best way. So thank you, and now before I go, I would like to invite Executive Director Zhang up here to present a certificate, this one right here, on behalf of my office, recognizing this year's Hmong Wausau Festival and the incredible impact this event has on the local community.
Thank you, Governor Evers. Can we just give him another round of applause, please? Governor Evers, thank you. Now, we do want to conclude our speaking agenda by 12 noon. They told me I got to keep everybody on track. So my job is to keep things moving, and we want to be done by noon. Our special guests know we will be serving lunch. And when we serve lunch, you'll be sitting at your tables and lunch will just be passed on for you to eat. So our goal is to get done by noon, because after that, there's other programs taking place here. So moving forward, we are very excited to have this wonderful lady here this year. I believe it's first time. She can correct me if I'm wrong, but it is her first time. And she has dedicated her life to public service, fighting for Wisconsin families. She has worked across party lines to strengthen economic security for working families. She invests in education and advocates for made in Wisconsin economy. That's important to us. Her committee assignments include Committee on Appropriations, Committee on Commerce, Science and Transportation, Committee on Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions. And ladies and gentlemen, she's here today. Please, let's all welcome United States Senator Tammy Baldwin!
Introduction, and I am so delighted to be here. I want to take a moment to thank Yi-Lang Zhang for all your incredible work. The staff, the volunteers, the organizing committees who worked tirelessly to make this weekend a reality. And before I got up on stage, Yi-Lang taught me one word in Hmong, Wausau. Wausau, everybody here. I am thrilled to join you for the 7th annual Hmong Wausau Festival. And the energy here really is truly contagious. From the traditions, the cuisine, art, music, sports, this festival truly exemplifies the rich cultural history of the Hmong community here in Wisconsin. And Wisconsin is so proud to be home to one of the largest populations of Hmong in the country. Our state has long held a special bond with Southeast Asian communities. Many of the Hmong people found refuge in Wisconsin after fighting along the U.S. in the Vietnam and Laotian civil wars. To those here today who served or had a family member who served, thank you for your bravery, your service, and your sacrifice. Our country owes you a debt of gratitude, and it's high time we recognize the immeasurable contributions of the Hmong people during the Vietnam War. That is why I will continue to fight alongside you to pass my Hmong Congressional Gold Medal Act and deliver these awards to the heroes who earned them. It is because of those contributions that our country and state are what they are today. So this weekend we celebrate. We celebrate the Hmong businesses that keep our economy moving forward. We celebrate the vibrant traditions that bring our communities together. And we celebrate building a strong road to success for the next generation. There's certainly more work to be done. We must continue, as the governor said, to teach history in our schools and to learn from the past and about the past and understand the experiences of all communities that have helped shape our state. Together, we will build a stronger Wisconsin. And again, I thank you for having me here, and I hope everybody continues to enjoy the rest of this festival.
Thank you very much. Tammy Baldwin, ladies and gentlemen. One more round of applause. Thank you very much. And the next person that we will be bringing on stage, we had him stand up earlier. The first person we had stand up early to be recognized because it is a very, very special day to have this individual be here. He is the husband of Vice President Kamala Harris. And I don't honestly know what it took to have the husband of the Vice President of the United States here today, but we made it, we got it done, and he's here. And ladies and gentlemen, let's all give him a great Wausauian welcome. Let's all stand up, and ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome onto the stage the second gentleman of the United States, Don Hmong.
Well, hello, Wisconsin. I think my wife was just here a few days ago. So it is really great to be here, and thank you, Yi, for organizing this incredible, amazing event. And thank you for having me at the Hmong Wausau Festival. My first time. You've heard from my very good friends, Governor Evers, who I get to see him behind the scenes. He's even better than this, behind the scenes, doing the work for all of you here in Wisconsin. And our good friend, Senator Baldwin, thank you. I think I met you when my wife was running for Senate, and you endorsed her when she was Attorney General, and you were supporting her then, and we came out here in 2018 to support both of you when you were running, and we've gotten to know each other really, really well, and we need to send her back to the United States Senate. And I also want to recognize and thank the Hmong Lao veterans we have here today. Please rise again. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for your service and for your commitment to protecting freedom. We really appreciate it. Well, how did I get here? Well, my great-great-grandparents came here from Poland, fleeing persecution. And now I stand here 125 years later as the first second gentleman of the United States. And we know that is not just my story. That is a story of so many families here today and so many families across our great nation. And it's also the story of my wife, Kamala Harris. She is the children of immigrants. And I've heard her talk so many times about her mother, who came to the United States from India alone. As a 19-year-old, she was a student. And her mother, and I never got to meet her, but I feel like I know her through everything that Kamala has told me about her. And she had two missions in life. One, to cure cancer, and two, to raise her daughters, Kamala and Maya. And one of those daughters, just with that background, is now the Vice President of the United States and maybe the next President of the United States. It's an amazing country. That is our country. That is America. And that's who we are. Now, as second gentleman, I've seen firsthand the way the Asian American and Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander communities are moving this country forward. I've heard from community leaders all across the country about their work towards so many of the goals that we all share. Investing in economic development, tackling the climate crisis, empowering women, and much, much more. Being second gentleman turned out to be a pretty amazing gig. I've traveled to South Korea. I've traveled to the Philippines. I've traveled to Japan. I've traveled to Thailand. I've gotten to see the world. And I've been told I have to get back to Japan and Thailand for the Hmong New Year's Festival, I heard. Yeah. So here at home, I've also been focused on fighting hate. Hate of all kinds, including hate against Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders. And as some of you may have heard and may have seen when she was here, Kamala and I have had a very busy week. It's not even been a week, but on Sunday, we all witnessed a stunning act of patriotism by our great President, Joe Biden. As always, throughout his entire career, Joe Biden put his country first. And make no mistake, President Biden is going to go down as one of the most consequential presidents in our history. I'm still in awe of his courage and commitment to our democracy. But the funny thing is, you all probably heard about his announcement before I did. I didn't have my phone on me when it happened. I was with some friends grabbing coffee in Los Angeles. I'd gone there to see my parents and my son and his wife. And a friend of mine showed me his phone with the announcement, and I said, I gotta go. So I ran to the car. I think my agents were trying to figure out what was going on and followed me, and there was my phone in the car, and I think there were, I don't know, 20 messages. Call Kamala, call Kamala, call Kamala. And she said, where were you? I need you. And I said, well, she said, all right, well, look, the president called me, you saw the news, let's get to work. Let's get to work and earn this nomination. And we need to unite our party, unite our country, and move us forward. And that was our conversation last Sunday. It's now Saturday, and that's what we've been doing for this past week. And that is why I'm right here in Wisconsin today. There it is, thank you. And I think there's a reason why the party coalesced around her in just a day or two. I think there's a reason that over 100,000 new volunteers have signed up to help her campaign. It's because we've seen a leader emerge. We've seen somebody emerge that people have faith in, that people believe in. They've seen her leadership as vice president. They've watched her and Joe Biden lift this country out of the depths of COVID and economic despair and made the United States the envy of the world, which it always rightfully is. A lot has changed since Biden-Harris administration took over in early 2021. I remember being here in Wisconsin in those early days. Businesses were still recovering. We were just trying to come out of COVID. In fact, Dr. Biden and I visited one of the vaccination clinics here. And now look where we are now. Over 15 million new jobs. Wages are rising faster than inflation. Small businesses have more access to capital. And that's because of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's leadership. And now we need to move forward. We need to move forward. We need to build on that progress. And in that spirit, I want to take a moment to talk about my wife, Kamala Harris, and her vision for the future. It's a future where everyone has a place. It's an America for everyone, not just for some of us. It's a future that fulfills our nation's promise to protect our rights and freedoms, not take them away. It's a future that builds up the middle class and small businesses instead of tax cuts to billionaires and big corporations. It's a future that protects our environment instead of catering to big oil. It's a future with fewer guns on our streets and more books in our schools. It's It's a future where everyone can have access to affordable health care and retire with dignity that they deserve. It's a future where we're not divided by hate. It's a future where we're united by a shared vision of our country, a shared vision of equality and opportunity for all of us, not just some of us. So this is just some of the vision for America's future for my wife, Kamala Harris. And it's a vision that's born of her values as a person. So let me tell you a little bit about that person. The Kamala Harris that I know and love, and I get to see a little bit behind the scenes each and every day. You may know, or not, we met on a blind date about 11 or 12 years ago. I was a lawyer. I had a client in the office, and the client said something like, "Are you single?" at the end of a 1-hour meeting. And she said, "I think you and my best friend will probably get along with each other." She saw that you're both lawyers. She could tell we both cared about our communities. We were both fighters. We both stick up for people. And a week later, I went on a blind date with the Attorney General of California. And I will say it was love at first sight. We connected. We had a passion for the law, but we also had a hatred of bullies. We had a hatred of people who picked on other people. And both of us, we learned right on that first date, is that we spent a lifetime, but also made it a career as lawyers, of sticking up for other people. And we, even on our first date, by the end of that night, we were talking about our future. And maybe not this part, but we were talking about our future as a couple and how this might work. And what we both knew was that we wanted to be together and do it together. And over the last decade, she's not just been an amazing partner to me, but a loving parent to 2 kids named Cole and Ella. From day one, she's been present, nurturing, and fiercely protective of them. My daughter Ella just posted on Instagram, "I love my 3 parents." And I cannot say it better. Whether it was officiating recently at our son Cole's wedding, or flying cross-country through the night to make it to Ella's graduation, Kamala's always been there for them. So trust me, there's no one you want fighting more for your kids than Kamala Harris. The Kamala I know is strong and passionate. She stands up for what she believes in, and she never backs down from a fight. But she understands that public service isn't self-service. It's not about her or her opponent, really. No matter what kind of weird stuff they keep saying. Public service is about you. It's about us. It's about delivering results for the American people and standing up for our rule of law and our democracy and our freedoms. That's what it's about. And good news, folks, we have an election in about 100 days. So the best way that we can preserve our freedom, move our country forward, continue this progress, is at the ballot box. So that's why it's so important for everyone here and in this community to register to vote. It doesn't even matter who you vote for. That's what they fought for. That's what this country is all about. To preserve our democracy, you need to participate in it. So first, go out and register to vote. Get your friends, get your family, get everyone you know to register to vote. 1. And then you got to make your voices heard. So if you believe in, like I said, a country that values everyone, that values freedom, our rights, and moving forward, then take a look at voting for my wife, Kamala Harris. And we would appreciate that. But by the way, these elections are all close. We know we're going to have to earn this. We know they're always going to be close. And we know they're always close right here in Wisconsin, right, Senator, right, Governor? And we also know that this community right here could decide the election in this state, which could decide the election, the entire election. So you have the power right here in this Hmong community. You have more power than you realize. Your coming together as a community could really dictate the results of this election. We're 100+ days, about 100 from election day. 100 days from deciding the future of our country. So get out there and register and vote for the future that you want and the future in which we all belong. Thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor.
And that's the recognition of this annual Hmong Festival that is happening here in Wausau. Congratulations, and it's great to be back to join you once again this year. And I'm going to keep Isaac on time here. I want to say a sincere thank you to the Hmong veterans that are here today and the work that you've done here in America, but also serving with Americans. When we were in Southeast Asia, that you did such a thing to stand with America. We've never forgotten, and we will never forget. Thank you. Hey, what a terrific festival here, the Hmong Festival. And you know, we see these across Wisconsin, and we see them across America. Regardless of what ethnicities, you see these type of festivals that go on all across our great country. And they are a celebration of the cultures of where people came from. And they come from all over the world, the great melting pot that we know as America. And that's why it's so terrific to attend, regardless of the event that's happening, regardless of the celebration of the culture. It is so good to be here to recognize the Hmong culture and all of those that have made up the great melting pot of America. I hope you love America, and I want to share a quick story with you. I had the ambassador from a Middle Eastern country that was in my office about 2 months ago. A fascinating discussion. And in answer to one of my questions, the ambassador said, I wish all Americans love America as much as we do around the rest of the world. Think about that for a second. I wish all Americans loved America as much as people from around the world. That's why they come to our country, whether legally or illegally. They seek to come to our country because we are that shining city on the hill. And we saw in Washington, D.C. this week, people tear down the American flag at Union Station, burn it, and put up a flag from someone else. Clearly, they do not know the great country that they are in. But I hope all of you here, whether you are Hmong or any other ethnicity, I hope you will remember this shining city on the hill. This shining city on the hill that respects democracy, that is founded on liberty, freedom, opportunity, and has become the greatest country in the history of mankind. I hope you will always remember it with love, because it is the United States of America. Thank you so much for the invitation today. It's greatly appreciated. Remember your love for America as you go through today. Thank you so much.
Tom Tiffany, ladies and gentlemen. One more round of applause, please. Tom, I love America. We all love America. In fact, if you don't love America, or if you haven't experienced the love for America yet, go to a third world country. Go to Laos, where we came from. I can honestly say my first time in Laos, when I got there, I wanted to come back and be in America. And when I came back to America and landed in LA and saw the US flag, you don't know how ecstatic I was. I wanted to kiss American ground. So if you don't have a love for America, go to another third world country and believe me, you will love America when you get there. So, we love America. The next person I'm going to introduce, he loves America too. He loves America too. He is my dad. So, you see me here up here a lot. The person I'm going to introduce is my dad. He loves America so much, that's why he brought us here to the United States. And I remember the story he told me. He says all he knew about America was that there was education available. And we're going. We don't know what it's like, what it entails, what it's all about, but all I know is that there's education, and son, I want to give that to you. Ladies and gentlemen, please help welcome my father, on behalf of Lao Veterans America, Jay Lee.
My language is not really clear. Be patient, okay? Okay, good morning. For those who do not know me, my name is Jay Lee. I have been living in Warsaw more than 40 years. During the Second War in Laos, I served as a second lieutenant from 1969 to 1975. For the Sharpie under General Legislator. We are here today to represent the Hmong Lao veterans in this country. We would like to take this opportunity to thank for former State Senator Jerry and representative of Legislator Assembly District and Legislator for the support of Hmong Lao veterans in this country. The most important, we would like to thank Governor Tony Evans. His leadership in many great things he had done to support the Hmong Lao veterans community home to the country. Here, American History K-12 School Scholarship. Governor Tony Evans, we appreciate your going to support the Hmong Lao veterans Hmong community to Wisconsin. We will stand by your side and hope continue to partnership and friendship for many years to come. Thank you. God bless everyone. Okay, now Hmong will be. Bây giờ cái tiền mong em cảm thấy cái state của nó governor Tony Evans nó có block họ của bây giờ nó có ý mình có hai địa lúc lâu thì tu giờ mong cảm thấy luôn họ người địa mẹ của lâu nó giờ bây giờ không chọn thế nếu hai địa nếu sai được điều địa bây mong Malaysiaที่เขตในการมุ่งชนเพราะเวกออกดูเขียนเป็นหมกสัปดาห์หนึ่งเราเนื้อหาเดียถึงใส่เดียเป็นยอมตุจอมั่วนุ่งเดโซเดียวิจารณ์เราเป็นแต่เสียใจเช่โลอย่างนั้นพอเราเป็นเลยเราช่างเนี่ยอย่างนี้ไม่พอเนี่ยเราเป็นบนหน้าตาถ้าสิโลอย่างเราอยู่ย้อนเราเป็นบุตรได้สินั่งอยู่จิบล้อนะไอ้ก็เป็นย้อนตรงเนี่ยเนาะไม่รู้เนี่ยเนาะมันมีเอโบต้องคนตาเป็นเลยที่บางทีก็เป็นส่วนเจ้าตัวเดียที่นั่นคนให้เราเจอเดียนี่เศร้าเราบดีจากตาผู้เลยเจนี่ยอดจะหกเลยย่อย่อเนี่ยวันเราดี 大部落今天要求了，好多人还结婚了，诶，好的哦，别多的前面干了，这里年幼还的，别多呢，你别上班呢，不要工作，你看的，别叫你内蒙没干，一叫我们滚的，滚到滚的呢，哦，不能，别在前面干不着不着，内能别多，别去啥个内蒙都在前面干，那我应我做，或者别在前面干，我做不做。呀，可能别说不可以呢，而且呢，那不用写课，而且别做过呢，我们那个不做。有关的不教他自己不做，但是一人教不做呢，我别教做，也别不教不做成这的，人家不别做，其他的我别教不做，要我保留了的。但是呢，那别忙不去耍起了，别不接好的，别做做，讲没讲过做做。ก็จนนี่ล่ะพอเราขอเรียนที่จะอ้าเราไปตักซอเดี๋ยวไปตักของเราแย่ๆไปช่วยจีเลยแต่ให้เราไปจบสิ่งการมั่งชั่วถึงหัวในจอด้วยเพราะสิ่งเจ้าจีไปเสกการเสกเป็นของเราที่หัวหรือเป็นเราจ้าชั่วถึงหัวนั่นเป็นจอนตรงเป็นเสกจริงเป็นป้าจีตัวละจริงป้าชีตัวตื่นเลยมุ่งโบนะเป็นอย่างนี้สันสร้างวิการเลยเป็นป้าโบนั่นขนมเขาเป็นป้าเลย做了。
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Lee. One more round of applause, please. So we had some great men speaking this morning. Next up is a great and fine woman. I will be introducing her onto the stage. I've met her a few times. She comes to the Wausau area quite often in support of small businesses, in support of organizations. We are happy to have her as a current Lieutenant Governor. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Lieutenant Governor of Wisconsin, Sarah Rodriguez.
That great introduction, and he really is the best MC. You guys are absolutely, he really is. It is so great to be with all of you here today as we celebrate the Hmong Wausau Festival. And as many have before me, I also want to acknowledge the veterans in the room. Many of you know my father served in the Navy during the Vietnam War. He passed away about 5 years ago. So I can't say this to him, but I can say it to you, that your community and your family are so proud of you. And thank you for this. I am so pleased to stand here today with all of these amazing community leaders who work day in and day out to help not only make the Wausau region, but our entire state the best it can be for all who call it home. As Lieutenant Governor, I am so proud to be part of the Evers administration, one that makes celebrating the many diverse and unique cultures of Wisconsin a priority. As Governor Evers said, our diversity makes us stronger as a state, as a community, as a family. And over the last year, I've had the pleasure of meeting with so many outstanding organizations throughout central Wisconsin and throughout the state who work to support Wisconsin's Hmong community. Connecting with these local leaders and organizations has been an incredible opportunity for myself to be able to learn what's going on the ground. And I am so impressed with all that you do to serve your community, sometimes even with limited resources. So for all you community leaders out here, please give yourselves a round of applause. Governor Evers and myself will continue this work throughout our second half of our term in office. Hmong Wisconsinites are a central part of the cultural fabric of our state. We must continue to recognize our shared history, tell our stories, and celebrate
how the Hmong community helps to ensure that our great state remains a fantastic place to live, work, and raise a family. The Hmong Wausau Festival is a truly exceptional event in Wisconsin, and I hope you and your families enjoy it today and for the rest of this weekend. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much. Sarah Rodriguez, ladies and gentlemen. One more round of applause for the Lieutenant Governor. She is a very, very sweet lady. Thank you very much, Lieutenant Governor. Next up. I believe he could be here for the very first time, and he will correct me if I'm wrong when he gets up here. But he is the mayor for the city of Wausau. We are thankful to have his current leadership. We believe he's going to bring to Wausau, or take Wausau to a higher level, and he's here today. We will invite him onto the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the mayor for the city of Wausau, Doug Diddy.
Thank you, Isaac. Ready to claim that? How are we doing? This is my second or third time, first time speaking, though. What a great, glorious day to be in Wausau. Now, Zhang Junxia. To the Hmong community, I want to say thank you. Thank you for the richness of life you bring to Wausau, your commitment to education for your children, your respect for your elders, your drive for success that's helped put Wausau on the map. It's a great place to live, raise a family, start and grow a business. To the Hmong Lao veterans, thank you for your sacrifices and your leadership then and now. The prominence of the Hmong Veterans Memorial on the grounds of our county courthouse is a daily reminder to passers-by of the prominence of the Hmong contribution to the war effort in gaining your freedom here in America, here in Wisconsin, here in Wausau. Thank you. There are a few warriors in the community that I'd like to personally thank and recognize. I'd like to thank Xue Zhang for his guidance in educating me on the Hmong Lao veterans issues. Your fellowship at veterans events is priceless. I would like to thank and recognize Bai Zhang, who I met by chance back in 2012 as a member of the planning committee for the Hmong Veterans Memorial. And the veteran himself, what a great accomplishment. And Yao Yang, what a story, a modern warrior here we have. If you know his story, he's lucky to be alive today, but he keeps on persevering as a U.S. Army combat veteran and keeps doing great things here in Wausau. And I got another favorite guy here, Fong Lua. He's a modern day warrior, guardian on our streets of Wausau as a police officer. Fong showed up at my door recently to take a report of a theft at my property. And Fong's smile and caring personality made my day despite my personal loss. And I still remember that visit. And just great contact out there in the community for us. He's doing a great job. Back in April, I attended Governor Evers' bill signing that he discussed or talked about earlier at the G.D. Jones Elementary School. The bill added Hmong and Asian history learning to our grade school curriculum. There, I met a gentleman who told me a story about a recent trip he made back to his home village in Vietnam. Standing at the spot was his boyhood home, one room hut that his family of 5 lived in. He bent down and grabbed a handful of dirt from the ground. And he put it in a little plastic bag and brought it back home to Wausau. He takes it out from time to time, looks at it, and reminisces. And he told me to him that bag of dirt was worth $1 million. But to his grandchildren, it was just dirt. But at that bill signing that day, he knew, and he he was appreciative of the fact that in time, with the teaching of Hmong Asian history, that one day his grandchildren and all the children of Wisconsin will better understand Hmong heritage and the value of hanging on to it one handful at a time. I would like to recognize the Hmong Wisconsin Chamber of Commerce and their most recent endeavor assisting the newest Hmong business here in the bakery on Merrill Avenue with a ribbon cutting last Saturday. And finally to the Hmong American Center, congratulations on your 7th festival anniversary, and I wish you continued success. And welcome everybody, it's a great day to be in Wausau. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Doug Diddy, ladies and gentlemen. One more round of applause for the mayor. Thank you very much. And I apologize. You've been here a couple times. Thank you very much. Our next speaker, I am happy to introduce as well. I can honestly say this person is a great, great friend of the Hmong community. He has pioneered a lot of things for our Lao veterans of America, and we consider him a friend. He's been invited to many of our events, which he shows up at. He doesn't just come to our Wausau events. He goes throughout the state of Wisconsin attending Hmong events. And so that shows his dedication of helping our people move as a community. And every year he gets invited back and he comes and celebrates and joins this event as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please help welcome Representative Pat Schneider.
Well, good morning or almost good afternoon. Great to see everybody here. Want to again acknowledge my veteran friends who I've come to go very close to. Love you guys. So happy that we were able to get the driver's licenses and our Hmong Veterans Day. I think one of the big things, and it's too bad our federal people left, it'd be nice if you would get regular veteran benefits like the rest of our soldiers. They can do it, so I hope they can, so you can enjoy those same benefits that you earned and get on those honor flights. Well, it's quite a time, you know, when we've talked about our education bill that we put out, and there's a lot of sausage making going into bills. And being the lead author, the last few sessions of this bill, the first hurdle we had to cross is we had to make sure it wasn't a mandate, because they don't like mandates, the DPI, and I don't blame them. So we pushed that way, and it really didn't get the attention, or let's say put on the radar to move forward. So you have to have somebody that is kind of the cheerleader or the catalyst to move it through. And I want to say it was about last winter, not this winter we just went through, but the winter before, as it was mentioned, I go to a lot of celebration of life events of our great Hmong veterans. And it just happened to be at one of the events in Madison where they had a 20-minute video of this veteran's life. It was amazing. It showed him as a youth, as early as 12 years old, holding an AK-47 and fighting alongside his fellow Hmong soldiers and American soldiers. Amazing. Several pictures of that. Then it showed his transformation of getting shot at by the communists after we left, of going to Thailand and living in a refugee camp, which is just subpar at the best. And then coming to America and being able to not only cross the hurdles of language, of different environment, of bigotry, and begin a business in Eau Claire, moved to Madison and had one of the biggest, I believe, ice cream businesses in the state as well as in Madison. And this was all on a 20-minute video. And it showed his family, grandchildren, and I said, why couldn't something like this be taught, shown in school? It lays out the history of all of our Hmong American friends and the hurdles and the trails they had to get here to the United States. And I thought to myself from that, this is how I'm going to sell it, to making sure that this is an important bill to move through. I was lucky enough to have Senator Tomczyk be the Senate lead on this. We were able to cross some of the big hurdles, get some people to get public hearings, and once it had that and was exec, it was a home run. We got her done, and as mentioned, Governor was great to come up in April at G.D. Jones. We signed it. And I hope that as Americans and our kids, first our Hmong children can be proud to have this being taught. We're proud. Remember, when I was in school, I had uncles in World War II, and when you heard about the stories, you were proud. Now these young kids will be proud. But then the children that weren't from that area, that are here, that grew up their whole life in America, can learn about the trail that these folks paid to come to America. So I thought it was important, and it is, and I'm so happy that I was able to spearhead it through and be able to talk to the powers be and to let this get onto the floor and for a vote. And I will always continue to not only work for this Hmong community, but work for everybody, for finding solutions and not trying to find agendas. So thank you very much. Enjoy this great festival.
Pat Snyder, ladies and gentlemen. One more round of applause for Pat Snyder. Thank you very much. Thank you, our good friend. Next up is a wonderful lady. She is president of North Central Technical College. She has been here before. And we can honestly say we want to tell you how important North Central Technical College is to our Hmong community. When we first arrived here in the United States, NTC welcomed the community with open arms. Until this day, they still do that. And we're happy to have the president come here to speak. She leads NTC now. She wants education for not only for the young, but also for the old. And she has established her scholarship for that purpose, and we're happy to have her here today. NTC is so important to us. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of North Central Technical College, G.D. Warden.
Good morning, everyone. As said, I am the president of North Central Technical College, and I think this is my 7th year at this event. I'm absolutely honored to be here again. NTC is one of the proud sponsors of the wristband for this event, and Yi-Ling asked if I would speak about some of the exciting initiatives that are going on at NTC that really impact our community. Last week, I'm very proud of the fact that Marathon County broke ground at NTC to build the Regional Forensic Science Center. This is a true partnership between NTC and Marathon County. In addition to be a working forensic ward located right off the highway for easy access for our rural communities, we're also sharing resources to create a unique educational space in partnership with our K-12 districts, UWSP, the Medical College of Wisconsin, NTC, and again, Marathon County. Having the Forensic Science Center on campus will provide students in NTC programs in emergency services, in healthcare and criminal justice with access to real-world experience and allow them to differentiate their resumes as they go out into the workplace. Thank you to the many guests here today that helped bring this to reality. Governor Evers, Senator Baldwin, Representative Schneider, Senator Tomczyk, Senator Petrowski, and our very philanthropic community members, VA and Esther Greenheck Foundation, and the Community Foundation. This is a unique, one-of-a-kind partnership that will serve our community. This year, we are excited to kick off new programming in respiratory therapy and also funeral directors. I kind of have a like a morbid kind of theme going here, but it's needed. The Funeral Director Program is being offered in partnership with the Milwaukee Area Technical College. We are partnering and sharing resources and curriculum. In May, NTC's Board of Trustees adopted a strategic plan for NTC based on the thought that we want our students to stay and thrive. Frankly, our communities have it all. We have a great K-12 system. We have a great higher education system with NTC and UWSP. We have progressive and stable employers and a community that is engaged and committed, including our Hmong community. We want to keep our talent local. One example of this is a new partnership that we signed with UWSP, where graduates from about 9 of our associate degree programs can complete their associate's degree at NTC and then complete their bachelor's degree at UWSP in technology management, never needing to leave the area. Our students can work while they go to school. That's important. This would not have been possible without a strong partnership with UWSP. Thank you to the Hmong American Center for organizing this fantastic celebration. If you get a chance, stop by NTC's Advanced Manufacturing Mobile Lab that's here, which supports learning in machine tool and welding, specifically targeted to serving the Southeast Asian population through a $400,000 grant that we received. Please stop by and meet our great faculty, Frank Fernandez and Jeff Block, that they are also creating keychains today, but it's a beautiful space and represents the space we have on our campus. NTC looks forward to continuing our important partnership and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you very much.
Jeannie Worden, ladies and gentlemen, please one more round of applause for the president of North Central Technical College. So I'm told that lunch will be served shortly, and so we don't want you to leave yet until lunch gets served. It might be a little late, but you've been here all morning. We don't want you to go hungry, but I'm told lunch will be served shortly. And the next program on stage will start, and they'll wait till we finish eating too. So after this morning program, don't just get up and leave. We want to provide lunch. Last but not least, the person I will be inviting to speak. This man everybody probably knows or have heard of. He is the chair of the Hmong Wausau Festival. And I can personally say that since I've known this individual, especially the last couple of years, I don't know anybody working harder than this guy right now. I mean, we're business people, we thought we'd work hard, but this guy, I mean, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and he's texting all of us. And I get up at 4 in the morning, and he texts me at 5. I go, did you sleep at all? So this guy's working hard. He's worked very hard for this event. This event, when it first started 7 years ago, many people thought, hey, it's gonna be a one-time event, or probably the most 2, and they'd be gone. This is our 7th year. Yes. Because of this man's leadership, and I'm proud to call him as a friend as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the Executive Director and Chair of the Hmong Wausau Festival, Legislator.
Hello, and a big thank you to all of you for joining us for the 7th annual Hmong Wausau Festival. Before I start, I just want to acknowledge our incredible partners at the City of Wausau. If all the representatives of City of Wausau can please stand up to be recognized. Mayor Denny, and then also the person, along with you, Cody, you're the clerk there as well. The wonderful folks at the Village of Weston and the representatives from Village of Weston can please stand up to be recognized. The incredible individuals at the Village of Red Mountain. Village of Red Mountain. If you can please stand to be recognized. And also the incredible folks at the Village of Rothschild. If they can all please stand up to be recognized. I do want to give a shout out to the Village of Rothschild. They were our first sponsor in 2017, so I had to give them recognition for that. I want to also acknowledge our county board supervisors. If the county board supervisors are here, please stand up to be recognized as well too. And if we can also recognize our esteemed county administrator, Lance Leonard, as well. Lance, I'm still waiting for that 0.1% of the sales tax revenue that we generated from this event, because this event here generates over $2 million, and I just want 0.01% of that to come to the Hmong Wausau Festival. I do want to acknowledge my good friend, Kim Trueblood, the county clerk at the Maritime County as well. We can give her a good round of applause. And I also want to acknowledge my good friend, Pat Snyder, and Representative Francesca Hong for being here with us as well. If we can give them a round of applause as well. I want to give a shout out to Representative Francesca Hong and also Representative Snyder for the incredible work in passing a historical moment. I was talking with Professor Li Pao Zhang, who is an esteemed Hmong scholar, and he said, despite how progressive Minnesota is, they always fall behind in Wisconsin when it comes to the Hmong community. So that is incredible, and I want to acknowledge those two for their incredible work in getting the Hmong education bill passed. Now, I also want to acknowledge our incredible partners, such as the Wausau Police Department, Chief Barnes, who's the new chief, who's standing right there, thanking them for the incredible work that he has done in helping our community and being a true partner. I also want to acknowledge a very esteemed guest that's here with us today that came all the way from St. Paul. She runs the largest Hmong tournament in the country here, and I want to acknowledge Mi Vang, who's here from Minnesota as well. If you could please stand up to be recognized. We also have here an incredible individual who's a big advocate of the Hmong community, the Chief Judge of Maritime County, if I recall that correctly. We can recognize Chief Judge Michael Moran as well. I almost call him Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Maybe that's I want to acknowledge my good friends at the Central Wisconsin Convention and Visitors Bureau for being here with us as well today. And I want to acknowledge Big Day St. John. Let's give a round of applause for our family. We also have in our presence one of the most humble but hard-working person I've ever met. She's in the Hmong community, she's my niece, but I consider her my older sister. The president and vice president of the Central Wisconsin Hmong Professionals, Lada Zhong Vang and Boli Vang as well. We can give them a round of applause. Now, as we all gather here today, celebrate the spirit, culture, and the resilience of the Hmong people at the Wausau Festival, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to all our sponsors and partners, all our volunteers, and those who made this event a possibility. This event is not only made possible but it is a resounding success because of the countless hours of those who volunteer their time to making this event a success. If you see a volunteer today, please thank them for making this event a possibility and thanking them for the countless hours of contributing to making this event a possibility and bringing folks from all across the country to central Wisconsin. To our sponsors, thank you for your generosity, your belief in our mission, and your commitment to fostering unity and understanding within our community. Your contributions have not only provided the resources needed to bring this event and festival to life, but have also demonstrated the power of collaborating and addressing the concerns that matters most to us. To our partners, thank you for your dedication and tireless efforts in working alongside us. Your willingness to listen, engage, and take actions reflects a true partnership that goes beyond mere words. You have shown that together we can create a meaningful change and uplift our community. When I say that Wausau planned this event and welcomes everybody, it truly means that it's a collaborative group of individuals and businesses in central Wisconsin that made this a possibility. Today, as we celebrate our heritage, our traditions, and shared values, it is important to remember that we are all here for a common purpose. We don't care who's red, who's white, or who's blue. Well, we don't care who's red or blue. All we care about is about being red, white, and blue. We don't care who's left, who's right. We care about who's making this country a better country. So today, as we talk and encourage each and every single one of you, the message is clear. We're not telling you to vote Democrat, not to vote Republican. We're telling you to vote down the ballot using your heart and using your voice to vote, because we have elders, we have individuals that have contributed and sacrificed their life to bring us to this country here. So this year, in November, we have the most incredible opportunity to do what we can here to make a difference. And all of you have that ability to do so. Our strength lies in using our voice and acting as one and collaborating with one another and realizing that we are not enemies, but rather we're all part of the same herd. The Hmong community is profoundly thankful for the love, support, and genuine actions from each and every single one of you. We're inspired by your commitment to not only celebrate our culture, while also addressing the challenges we face. Your involvement shows that you recognize our voices and value our contributions to the rich tapestry of this great nation. And as we move forward, let's continue to work hand in hand, nurturing the bonds we have forged here today. Let us continue to celebrate the beauty of our differences while standing together for the common good. Together we can create a brighter future for all of us. Now, it has been my great privilege to have been the Executive Director of the Hmong American Center since 2016. And today I'll be addressing you as my last year as the Executive Director at the Hmong American Center. I'm hoping to still continue to participate in this event as one of the members, or even continue as the chair. But I want to acknowledge and thank all of you for what you've done, for those that have come before us, like my sister Mary Powell, who has continued to encourage me to being a leader. And I'm going to continue to help out in any way, and I hope that each and every one of you will as well, just like how you put faith in this event 7 years ago when we made it happen. Thank you once again to our incredible sponsors, partners, and community members. Let's enjoy this festival and continue to uplift one another as we honor our heritage and build a stronger tomorrow. Thank you all.
我种到了重点，这个的那家庭种朋友做多的到晒蒙春市的弄错啥事，木考我做蒙我收入 festival 一边老早起来了。cứ khi nào thiết thọ cả bây giờ này cho chỉ cho bông cho như số lần số tụi tròn chỉ cho kiến nó cá nhân rồi thôi đây sẽ của đại video đó là của thọ đây 8-6 của đại video thế thôi của cho đại video chia là chỉ để thì lấy bỏ ở đây chấp lại của chân đâu